Welcome, everyone, to the Woodbridge Community Center for this state playoff game between the Brick Dragons and the Tri-Up powerhouse of Woodbridge. My name is Tony Vargo, and alongside me to my right is Abby Karras. Once again, Abby, welcome aboard.
Thank you for having me. It's going to be a good one here today. It's going to be Woodbridge's first real competition, I think. So
electricity in the house, Abby, as you can feel it all around. This is, I believe you're right. I mean, this could be Woodbridge's first real true test that they've had. They had a bye in the first round, and they defeated Bernard's to get to this one. And Brick, they had to get by Old Tappan 8-1. And then they got by Robbinsville 3-1 to get here. And I believe the winner of this one goes to Menin Arena next. But for these two teams here, this will be a battle right from the get-go. Ab, what do you see happening here? What do you think's got to happen?
I mean, considering Woodbridge hasn't had much competition, they need to make sure they're on their toes, ready for Brick to come out flying, because they're coming off of a big win, whereas Woodbridge, they kind of walked right past Bernard's here. So they have to be ready for some competition and just be on their game.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to face, they might face some adversity here today, which they're going to have to definitely weather a storm possibly. And you know what? That could go both ways here. So Brick might have to weather a storm as well. So who's got to stay hot today for Woodbridge for this to be a successful afternoon?
I think Hunter Galgani, the goalie for Woodbridge, is definitely going to be need to be on his toes. We've seen him make really good saves in prior games, so there's no doubt he can do that. But just making sure he is on his game, as well as the big first line for Woodbridge of Godsill, Pochopek, and Luco. They need to be as good as they always are. Put up numbers.
No doubt. That's definitely key. We know that big line can do a lot of damage. One side note today, Abby, the Woodbridge will be without star defenseman Ryan Zwiebel once again, as he is out with a shoulder injury. So definitely hurting on the back end minus him, correct?
Yeah. And that just throws all the D pairings out of proportion and just messes up the whole lineup. So that's going to be tough for Woodbridge to adjust to. But we saw that they did it in the last game, so hopefully that they can carry it over. And I'm sure they've been practicing with these new pairings. So
no doubt. I think the second line for Woodbridge is going to be a big key for today. Let's keep an eye out for Rennie, Ryan Douglas. I think. That line there, Ray Oblowski, I think Ray will slip into that D role with Zwiebel out. Is that correct, Abby? I believe we saw a lot of that last game.
Yeah, we saw that last week. And I think even in travel, I know he used to play defense too, so he does have some experience in that position, which is good. So I wouldn't be surprised, especially since they usually rotate Ray Oblowski with someone else, I believe, on the team. So if Ray does slip back into that spot, we'll definitely see what Woodbridge can do. And, I mean, we've seen Ray, too, up on the score sheet with goals and assists recently. So, I mean, having him in the back could potentially hurt, but it might also help him. So.
Right. He is a Swiss Army knife. He can go everywhere. But, again, I think, obviously, you can't take away from what that top line does for Woodbridge. But I think that second line, they've been stepping up game after game after game. And I think that they could play a pivotal role here this afternoon. And this is a big game for Woodbridge once again. Brick's got a good record too, Abby. I mean, this is not, like you said, this is definitely going to be one of those games where they have to bring their A game, Woodbridge. There's no doubt. Brick's record is 18-3-1 coming into this, and Woodbridge definitely has to be ready to play here as we're getting ready for the anthem.
Definitely not a team to take lightly for Woodbridge.
Packed house here once again at the community center. Up top, a lot of fans from Brick here as well, representing the Tri-Up powerhouse of Woodbridge Colonia Kennedy.
Looks like they're not doing the anthem. I think there was a little miscommunication there, but
maybe not. Abby, would you like to sing it?
I think I'd make some of your ears bleed with that.
I could sing the American and Canadian anthems if we need it. If we need it. Not in French, of course.
I'm a big fan of the Canadian anthem.
Yes, as am I. All right, so Woodbridge in the home whites with the LA King type uniforms with the black and gray trim will be going right to left to start. Brick traveling greens, going from left to right. And of course, the big line getting ready to start it for Woodbridge of Luco, Godsill, Pochalopic, and just like we talked about, Ray Oblowski starting on the back end with Chris Walutz, and Chris Walutz going to log a lot of minutes here this afternoon, I'm sure.
Just want to mention, too, that other person we missed on that second line was Braden Rafferty.
Yes.
I don't know how he missed that one, but.
Apologize to Braden. Yes, he definitely a pivotal role. Here's a giveaway early. And Godsill knocks his man down. Now they come through the neutral zone. This is picked off nicely by Oblowski, and he'll chip it in. He'll take a hit right on net. Saved by the Brick goaltender, and Brick now misconnection, and now it's all the way back down the pond to Walutz. He'll drop it for Luco, looking for time, space, and looking to wind this one up, and here he comes. Luco, number 88 for Woodbridge, through the neutral zone, around one, gives it to Pochalopic. He throws it back towards the net. Stick save by the goaltender. Now this is Godsill chipping it down the half wall as to go back behind the net. Pochalopic's there. Brick chips it around him, and they'll look to get an out here. And they do back through neutral zone where Walutz will pick it up for Woodbridge. Chris Walutz, number 97. He'll put this one on net. Glove save by the goaltender. Puts it down for his D-man, and Brick will look to break out now. Through the neutral zone, Ryan Douglas, fresh off the bench. Couldn't corral it. Here's a long shot right into the glove by Hunter. And, you know, Abby, while we see these couple of relatively easy saves here for both goaltenders early on, you want to get a feel for that puck as a goaltender, right?
Yeah, you want to get that first save under your belt. It's a terrible feeling when first shot, first goal. So the fact that both of them got a shot underway, they feel the puck outside of warm-ups is really big.
Yep. And here's Brendan Ariel. He'll wind it around for Ryan Douglas, number 12 for Woodbridge. Misconnection with Rennie. This one goes all the way down. No icing. Nope. And Rennie first to it for Woodbridge. Tries a backhand centering feed. Couldn't connect. Douglas battling with Rafferty on the wall there and can't get it towards the net. And Brick looked to break the other way. And another errant pass. Ariel, nice little feed. Rafferty, number 13, drops it. Rennie fires into the glove. And the goaltender for Brick,
Kevin Toy.
And I believe he has a brother as well.
Yes, he does, Jake Toy.
So I believe it was the same thing against Bernards last time. There were a pair of brothers.
I think there's another set of brothers. Actually, yeah, I think there's another set of brothers as well. So there's a couple sets here.
Yep. Yes, you're right. Brody Acropolis and Braden Acropolis.
Maybe twins.
Yep. So we've got brothers connection on Brick. Here's a turnover. Pochalopic couldn't get a shot off.
Good defensive play by the Brick defenseman there to stop Pochalopic from a very dangerous shot.
Absolutely. Winding around now, Ariel. His pass goes to nobody, and this one's chipped back in. Brick looking to seemingly dump the puck deep and maybe work the D-man. Here's Ariel, though. Here's a D-man rushing it forward, number 24. Back behind the net.
It's going to be a delayed penalty.
And, yep, delayed call.
Slash.
You got it, Abby. There's a slash. Good rush by Ariel there.
He's another defenseman on this Woodbridge lineup that can pretty much do it all. We see him score. We see him take the puck up the wing, just as we saw.
Woodbridge definitely has some D-men that love to join the play. And
Wallace, too.
Wallace, who will play a forward spot on the power play. So we got Wallace, Ariel, Godsill, Luco, Pochalopic for this Woodbridge power play here early on with 12:40 to go in the first. No score between Woodbridge and Brick. This is Ariel back behind the net looking for Woodbridge. He's got Godsill on the near side. Godsill slowly back to Luco. Luco slides it across. Pochalopic kicks it to his stick. Back to Luco. Luco fires into the glove.
Definitely not as aggressive on their penalty kill as we saw Bernards was last week. They're giving Woodbridge a lot more time and space to pass around the puck and making sure they keep them to the outside here.
Yeah, and that could be dangerous. I mean, that was a shot there. Nobody in front, though. Got to get traffic around him, I think, to maybe take away sight lines here. And this one, Brick tries to wind it around. He kind of flubbed it behind the net, and this goes to Godsill. He'll keep it in. Cross ice, looking Pochalopic. I don't know if that hit the post, Abby, or
I think it might have hit the outside of the post. It did look like their goalie got a piece on it, too.
What a great feed across ice through the box by Godsill. Here comes Ariel. I'm sorry, Abby, go ahead.
Oh, no, I don't know how that got through all those bodies right in the middle of the slot. That was a perfect pass right to his tape, too.
Really was. Here's Ariel dancing around with it. Goes around the world, now winds it back on the near side half wall to Godsill. Godsill back to the point, Luco. Woodbridge very, very, I don't want to say tentative, Abby, but they're just looking to make a perfect pass here or something.
And sometimes that's not really the case. Sometimes you need to get those dirty goals, put the puck to the front of the net and get
just
rebounds
like that.
just like that.
Yep. Just as you say it, Abby, and that one.
Yeah.
And this one goes up off the netting, but good shot there. Luco looking for room, winding around, and Woodbridge will change. 44 seconds to go in the Woodbridge power play. 11:27 left, first period. And Brick, I'm noticing, was that number 20 out on Brick? That is one big player taking the draw for Brick.
Jake Toy, the brother of the goalie.
Very big.
I saw a shot in warm-ups, and it was pretty hard, I'm not going to lie.
Set up, here's a shot towards the front.
Rebound right to the front of the net, but no one was able to get there.
Rafferty now, cross ice, Rennie. Rennie holds, puts it towards the net. Traffic in front, the goaltender holding on. And a little bit of a battle there.
Will say the Bricks goalie rebound control has been pretty good so far here. Not a lot of rebounds, and if there is, they've been put all the way out to the boards or back out to the blue line, which is what you want to see.
Yep, and face-off still to the right of the goaltender. Woodbridge wins it, but Rafferty unable to hold it. He's pressured, and the two players tie each other up. No call on the play, and here comes Walutz for Woodbridge. Head of steam through the neutral zone. Tries to make a move. Ryan Douglas will help him out. Chip it back to Walutz, who lost the handle. Brick trying to clear it on.
Got to keep an eye on the penalty, too.
Yep. This is sent down the river. Hunter Galgani sticks it aside for Ryan Douglas to head to Walutz. And the power play is over. And Walutz will dump this in. So Woodbridge goes 0 for 1 here.
Ooh.
Goaltender trying to come out and stop it. That was dangerous there. And this one's batted around and up into the netting. Back behind the play. Could have been a dangerous play there for the goaltender. But no harm for Brick. 10:26 to go in the first period. Shots read 7-2 on the big board. And uneventful kind of power play. I mean, one or two good chances there, Abby.
Yeah, nothing that'd make you really go, wow, they should have scored on that one. Maybe Hubert's chance, but I'm not even sure if that was on the power play.
This one's chipped aside. Oh, Godsill with
big
a
reverse hit.
Big reverse hit. Well, you got to watch Godsill. He's very strong on his skates. Here comes Brick back the other way. Looking to make a play, and Godsill on a back check.
Good defensive play, keeping him outside.
And this is Ray Oblowski. He'll pick it up for Woodbridge. Head up. Pass across for Luco. Here's Luco moving in. He'll snap one. Ooh, just missed. Wow, what a shot. This is kept in by Oblowski. Pochalopic takes a big hit. Centering. Luco corrals it towards the net, through. Godsill there. Nope, Pochalopic can't get a shot. Oblowski towards the net. It's blocked in front, and Brick will clear it out. Now I think Brick on their heels just a little bit here as this top line maybe starting to feel their way here. Nice play. Oh, he's hit in the head.
Gonna be a high stick.
Yep, high stick coming up to Brick, and Luco, see if he's all right. He's hunched over a little, but it seems to be okay.
He'll go back out for the power play.
And Brick will head right back to the box. Woodbridge will get another power play. Let's see if they try anything different. They'll go with that first line right here, Ab.
Definitely not a way you want to play Woodbridge with especially their first line firepower. You don't want to play them one man down.
Definitely not. And Woodbridge win the draw. Luco across the Pochalopic, back to Luco. He'll look right in front of the Brick bench. Across to Godsill. They're looking cross ice. Here's a back to the point, into the glove, Pochalopic. I think Woodbridge got to get some traffic around his goaltender. He's seeing the puck well early.
Yeah, I think if you just need to get bodies in front of the net, even if you get one and attract then another Brick player, because they can screen their own goalie too. So just get bodies, traffic in front of the net.
No doubt. Here's Walutz. He'll drop it for Godsill. Godsill looking. Back to the point. Luco, Pochalopic. Godsill, back to Pochalopic. They play catch. Pochalopic moves in, fires into the glove.
Another great glove save. Maybe they need to start shooting blocker or something because this glove isn't working.
I was just thinking the same thing, Abby. Because that's what, the 6th or 7th?
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, a majority of these shots have been caught right in the glove for a face-off in the brick zone.
Woodbridge going to keep this #1 line out there. 8:56 to go, first period. Minute 24 to go in the Woodbridge power play.
I will say Brick is doing a great job of keeping them to the outside, not allowing many quality chances to get through.
Nope, not chasing. And this one's chipped all the way down, and Luco will have to go retrieve it for Woodbridge. Luco back behind his own net. Cross ice, Pochalopic looking. Cross for Luco. Luco trying to chip it by. Here's Pochalopic. Near side wall. And Brick cleared this one down. And Luco goes back for it for Woodbridge. He'll wind this one up. Here comes Luco. Around round one. Here he comes once again. Luco, a lot of speed. Inside out. Gets taken down.
No penalty on that
call.
one.
Wow. I think the referees refrained from that one. Here's Walutz. Fires towards the net, deflected just wide.
Did go blocker side on that one, but missed.
And those are the cross
check to the back there.
No call again. Here's Ariel dancing with the puck. Woodbridge all over him. 25 to go in the power play. Ariel back behind the net. Centers in front.
What a save.
And Walutz gets stymied in front.
Point blank save there by Kevin Toy. He had no time to react. He was just in the right place at the right time.
That definitely was the best save. Shots 11-2 in favor of Woodbridge. Now, they have had 2 power plays, and I think the referees maybe didn't want to give Woodbridge a third penalty there, power play there, but Abby, there was a couple.
I was going to say definitely multiple chances with the, I don't even know, a hook on Ryan Luco, and then even the cross-check to the back on Wallace.
Yes. This one's sent down with 11 seconds to go. This will all but do it for the power play. Zablowski back for it. Drops it now for
risky pass there by Braden.
And Rafferty and Hunter Galgani is there to bail him out. Very risky pass by Rafferty.
One of the first times Hunter's been tested in this game. 1-on-0 there in a very dangerous position, and he comes up big.
Good angle by Hunter Galgani to stop it. And this face-off, 1 second left in the power play, and Brick wins the draw but can't hold it in.
Out.
And now they'll recoil and start to get back in. This one is to Oblowski. He looks for Rafferty. He'll peel back a little bit. Here's Aiden McCarthy. Up ahead, Ryan Douglas. Ryan Douglas, oh, here's a pass in front, ready, across! Oh, the goaltender might have got a piece of that one.
Did he get a piece of that?
Wow, if he did, another great save by the Brick goaltender.
Gonna go all the way down for icing here, though, on Brick.
Wow. Abby, what a great save
that
if that
was. Incredible. I don't know, they haven't put a shot up yet, but,
no.
I mean, it looked like Braden has to be kicking himself on that one.
That was a great chance for Woodbridge.
Beautiful passing play, though. I think it went, Dougie dropped it between his legs to Ray, maybe?
Yeah, and I want to note, Abby, Ryan Douglas rocking the white bucket today.
I was going to say, I think he might have forgotten his other one at home.
So he's easy to pick out today with the white bucket on. And here we go with Brick winning the draw up through the neutral zone. Nice play by Godsill, chips it ahead, nobody there. And Brick coming back through the neutral zone. Stepping up was Oblowski, and he goes down.
Yeah, you don't want to step up to him. He's about a foot taller than Ray.
And Luco now with the puck. Dances around one, and he'll look for space. Cross ice, Pochalopic just deflects this in. The goaltender misses it, comes out. There's Godsill back behind the net. He's battling there. Godsill looking very tenacious today. I think that's the second player I've seen him put down. Here's Brick moving in, around one.
Good defensive play by Ryan Luco there on the back check.
Absolutely. Here's Oblowski looking cross ice. Pochalopic picks it up, and he'll shoot this one in. Almost hits the referee.
I will say this goalie's very active. Like, even pucks that are getting thrown behind the net, he's out there to help his team out and pass it up the boards.
Definitely. I think he's definitely dialed in. There's no doubt. Here's back behind the net. Pochalopic tries to center it.
Check.
And can't find it again. And now Brick just iced this one down. And 5:54 to go, opening period. Still no score. Shots still reading 11-3 for Woodbridge.
0-0 game. It's not something Woodbridge has seen a lot at this point in the game. So, I mean, I don't think they're playing bad, but definitely have a lot more quality chances than Brick does. So hopefully they can put one up before this period is over.
No doubt. I think, Brick just trying to weather the storm here early. And Brick now looks to get this one out on the near side. Cross ice, and Rafferty moves in to hit his man.
Good play by Douglas there to keep that puck in, but it's going to come back out.
Brick now 2-on-2 the other way. And big hit by Ariel. Knocks his man down, now winds it around for Ryan Douglas. Douglas, number 12 for Woodbridge, moving ahead, shuffles it ahead. Rafferty, and they can't connect. Back to the neutral zone. Ariel thwarts that momentarily, and now Brick regains. They'll move in. There's a drop pass shot towards the net, blocked by Ariel. Back behind the net, they battle. And now off the near side wall, up ahead to Rennie. Rennie, shot blocker save. Nice play. Rennie now battling, loses control. Rafferty back behind. Rennie centers on the backhand, nobody home. And Brick now looking to go back behind. They're scrambling now, Abby. Brick is trying to get this puck out. Here's Luco. Somebody takes a run at Ryan Luco on the far side wall. Wow. Yeah, you don't really need to wake him up.
Yeah.
Here's Walutz. Slides it ahead for Luco. Luco now reverse hits there a little bit.
Starting it seems like they just bounce right off of him.
Well, he's got very low center of gravity. He's tough to knock off the puck. And Brick will regain this one. Cross ice. Godsill there. Breaks it up into Luco's midsection. He's trying to regain it. They battle in the neutral zone. Luco.
Great stick lift there by Luco to win that puck.
Godsill cross. And nobody can connect here, and Brick just chips it back down. 4 minutes to go. First period, no score. Oblowski winding it around for Walutz on the near side corner. Looks like he lost the handle momentarily. Tough for our vision here, Abby, with the giant crowd on the right of us, the Woodbridge Colonia Kennedy fan base. And Brick now will chip this one back in. Walutz to go back for this one. Off the glass, out to the neutral zone where Pochalopic circles back in his own end. Pochalopic now will wind this one up through the neutral zone. Here he comes. He'll dump it in. Brick goaltender, like you said, Abby, very active.
Also, from what I just saw there, it looked like Brick had 3 defensemen, or at least a lot of them are backing up into the defensive line. I mean, not sure if that's something they talked about before, playing more defensively, or it looks like it's going to be a hook.
Yep, another penalty. Oh, this one's against Woodbridge.
I
don't know.
Holding?
Maybe unsportsmanlike for a dive. He got a hold.
Okay.
And it will be Pochalopic going to the box. And
very interesting call, and that one you see a lot.
And Pochalopic, speaking to the official, I don't think he was a fan of that call, but after Woodbridge with a pair of power plays, you almost had the sense that one's going to go against them somewhere along the line. Well, it's a big kill, Abby. 3:05 to go in the first period.
Shots only 12-3. Very, what's it called?
There's a
uneven.
Shot from point. There's another shot up over the net. And you're right, Abby. Good shots by the Brick players here. Here's another one. That
Great stick there by Dylan Godsill.
Oh, Godsill trying to. That would have been tough there as Luco almost had a break there if he could have got it to him. But this one's chipped back in. And Aiden McCarthy will clear this one down the river.
Great play. That's what you don't want to do on a penalty kill here, is just waste as much time off the clock as you can, especially this late in the period.
1:25 to go in this Brick power play. And they'll look to gain the zone here. This one hits a skate.
Oh.
McCarthy loses it momentarily. And now Woodbridge in the corner trying feverishly to get this out. Godsill trying to make a move, couldn't get it out. But he'll regain and get it down the ice. 1:03 to go in the power play. 2:06 to go in the period. No score still from the community center in Woodbridge. This state game between Brick and Woodbridge. Brick now with the puck. 21 at the point. There's a shot towards the net. And I believe Galgani might have gotten a piece of that one. There's another shot towards the net. That one Galgani got a piece of. Back behind the net, McCarthy.
Big hit there by McCarthy.
Knocks his man down, and now Ariel's tied up. He can't get out. Players going down all over the place here.
Watch the middle here.
Shot. Just missing the far post.
Woodbridge desperately needs to get this puck out of their zone.
No doubt. 22 seconds to go.
This kid has a shot.
Fires towards the net, and Galgani smartly will get the whistle for Woodbridge. 17 ticks on the clock in the power play. 1:22 to go in the period. And yes, you're right, Abby. That was a great job by Hunter just to get a whistle here. And let's recoil for Woodbridge.
They only gave him 2 shots there.
Seemed like more, right?
Yeah.
But some good looks there by Brick on that power play.
Again, Hunter coming up big when it matters.
This one is cleared out. Ray Oblowski now will hold this. Drop it back. Walutz. Yep, and he fires it all the way down. That's a tricky one. Where is it?
Weird bounce.
And that's a great play by Godsill to come in there and get the whistle, Abby.
Yep.
Because now the draw is in their end.
Yep. Power play's over for Brick, too.
That's right. And there's some discussion going on.
I think Dylan Godsill might have sprayed the goalie a little bit there.
That's kind of an unwritten rule, Abby, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
As a goaltender, you didn't like that, I'm sure?
Yeah, I don't really like getting snow to the face, especially when you're not expecting it.
And this one cleared up ahead by Brick. Under a minute to go in the first period here.
I think you can definitely see Brick's game plan, even from just this first period with them. Long stretch passes and a lot of defensive play.
Yes. I think they're trying to, maybe try to slow Woodbridge up through the neutral zone. They don't want them to get some speed through the neutral zone. That's when Woodbridge creates. But it's tough.
Yeah, for sure the most dangerous part of Woodbridge's game. We've seen it with, especially that first line. Their passing is just incredible.
Brick moving in now. Here's a shot towards the net.
Save.
Good save by Hunter Galgani. Rafferty now back behind the net. Brick steals it. Walutz ties his man up there. And Rafferty will wind this one up near side. Rennie trying to get it out. Can't do it with 34 to go in the period. Walutz takes a hit. And Brick centers one in front.
Great
save by Galgani. And we have a whistle. There is, I believe, another penalty, Ab. Wow. Oh, no, the net was off.
Oh, okay.
The net was off. I'm sorry.
That was an incredible save by Hunter Galgani there.
He read that play well. He saw it coming across to his right, slid across, and was right there, square to the shooter. And that was off, though. 28.9 to go in the period. Face off to the left of Galgani, back to the point. Number 21 fires one just wide, and McCarthy chips it ahead. Pochalopek has got time for one last rush. Here he comes. Moving in. Drops Luco. Luco looking, circles back, trying to get away, and 14 seconds. Here's Godsill, misconnection. And now Brick back the other way. Nice play by McCarthy. There's a shot blocked by McCarthy. Nice job by him. Brick still with it with 4. 3, 2, 1, and that will do it for the first period.
I will say a lot of these chances are coming from one player on Brick, and that was
Jake
Toy.
If they would have connected on that one, Godsill may have had a good scoring opportunity there, but good first period of energy and action, Abby, as we saw a couple of power plays for Woodbridge, and we saw a very, very good power play for Brick as well. So at the end of the first, with the shots reading 12-7 in favor of Woodbridge, no score. So, Abby, what are your thoughts on that period?
I mean, very back and forth play. We saw Woodbridge pretty much dominate in the first 3 quarters of that game, but it seemed as though Brick had the momentum in those finishing minutes of the game. So we'll see how this second period turns out.
Yep. All right, we'll be back for the start of the second period momentarily.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the start of the second period between the Brick Dragons and the Tri-Op Woodbridge team. That was a very, very entertaining first period, even though we had no goals. And a lot of people, I think, Abby, have to, maybe non-hockey fans, they think that the game's got to be exciting with a 6-5 game or a 7-6 game, but not really the case.
Yeah, no, especially since this Woodbridge team hasn't had many close, low-scoring ones like this. So definitely a different game if you've ever tuned into the ones prior.
Yes, and I believe, what's Woodbridge, 16-0-1 or 17-0-1?
Yeah, no losses in that column.
But they They have their hands full here today with a good Brick team, and they're definitely going to have to work to get by Brick. But, you know, you look at the shots on goal in that first period, it was 12-7, and I believe Brick had at least, 3 or 4 chances on their one power play, and I think Woodbridge has to stay out of the box, Abby.
Yeah, it was like the shots were 12-2, 12-3 at one point. So the fact that they're not this close, but that Brick almost caught up in shots here on that one power play shows just how much Woodbridge needs to stay out of the box.
And some of those Brick players could really bring the heat, as we saw. Here's Oblowski now as we start the second period. From the community center, Oblowski dumps it in back behind the net. Brick looking to break out. And this is Toy, I believe. Yes, Jake Toy. That's number 20 with the puck. He'll chip it in and go get it. Oblowski back for it. And he goes down with Toy all over him. There's a centering feed. There's a stick on the ice. Pochalopic on his man in the corner. And he takes his man hard to the wall. And this one's looked for Luco. He's bumped off the puck while Luke's trying to come in. Godsill, cross ice, Pochalopic, cross to Luco! Ryan Luco makes it 1-0 for Woodbridge. What a play by Godsill to Pochalopic to Luco, and it's 1-0 Woodbridge.
Something that we see so often is that top line, just tic-tac-toe passes back and forth, and here we have it again to give Woodbridge a 1-0 lead.
It looked like Godsill might lose that puck entering the zone as he was being back-checked, and he was able to slide it across to Pochalopic on the right wing, who really, I thought he was going to shoot it, Abby, and what a great play by him to pick his head up and look and see Luco heading to the net. And Woodbridge gets that all-important first goal, and now Brick will chip this one back in. Aiden McCarthy there. Ariel goes down. Galgani swats it back behind the net. Now here's McCarthy up ahead. Is that Ryan Douglas with the black bucket on now?
I think they got him his helmet back.
Yes, it is.
Has to wait for the other Brick player to get out of the zone before he enters in again.
We don't notice everything, but that we see. And Brick moving in now. Here's number 16, pass across to number 4, puts it towards the net.
Great save there by Hunter Galgani, just staying on his toes. It was a really unexpected shot through a little bit of traffic.
It was a good chance. And centering feed is blocked away by Ariel. Nice job by him. Backhand to himself, up ahead, off the wall. Nice play. Here's Ariel moving in. Number 24 for Woodbridge tries to get around one, can't do it. Rennie tries to get it. He can't get it. Now Brick will break back through the neutral zone, and they'll chip it in.
Long shot there, pretty much at the blue line, and Brick will get a
Oh, it's a turnover by Rafferty. And Brick trying to center, and that's blocked off by Ariel once again. And
something's
now
happening in the crease there with Hunter, and I think the Brick player.
Abby, did you see what happened there?
I think the Brick player's stick got caught up in Galgani's skates. I'm assuming it wasn't intentional, but nevertheless, if you're messing with the goalie in his own crease, it's going to be goalie interference. But
it's true. Here's Rafferty back behind the net. Now it's Brick trying to get this one out on the far side. Woodbridge doing good work here on the forecheck. Back to the point. Walut snaps one towards the net and into the paraphernalia of the goaltender.
Game is definitely seeming a lot more physical here in the second period, especially after the Woodbridge goal.
No doubt Woodbridge has a little pep in their step, and I think Brick does as well, knowing full well that, okay, now, maybe that woke them up for all the wrong reasons, but Woodbridge for the right reasons, Brick for the wrong reasons. And here's the draw to the right of the goaltender, DeGodsill now in on the forecheck. And he steals it once.
Play.
Nice play. Pochalopic throws a hit, and Brick now looking to get it out. Here's Toy.
They have numbers.
He snaps one. It's blocked by Oblowski. Centered, and here comes Woodbridge back the other way. Luco, cross ice, Godsill. Godsill looking, throws it across from Pochalopic in some skates. Brick trying to get it out on the near side wall. Luco's there, kept in by Godsill. Moves around one, looking. Oh, tried for Luco at the side of the net on a one-timer. He fanned on it. Pochalopic swoops in to pick up the loose change. Here's Pochalopic back behind the net for Luco. Luco tries to center off the side of the net. Back to Walutz, fires just wide. And Brick will break back the other way. Here's Jason Toy. I said that name a lot, Ab.
Yeah.
fires.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like all of Brick's chances, maybe not all, but most have come from this one player, Jason Toy.
He has a big shot, and that was a good blocker save by Galgani, and back come Woodbridge.
Or Jake Toy, sorry, Jake Toy.
Jake Toy, yes. Here's Godsill moving in, a backhand pass in front, save by the goaltender. Back to Aiden McCarthy. He'll chip it down the wall all the way around the boards to, guess who? Jake Toy, Jake Toy. And he just whacks it down the ice for the icing call. 11:25 to go, second period. Woodbridge on top, 1-0 on the goal by Luco. Shots read 14-9 on the big board. Faceoff will be to the left of Kevin Toy, the goaltender, who has, again, I think playing very well for Brick thus far.
Yeah, not a lot of rebounds given up. He's been big when it counts. He's making really big stops in dangerous positions that really aren't so easy to make a save. So
here's that second line on for Woodbridge. That's Rennie, Douglas, Rafferty line. That mentioned at the top of the broadcast. There's a shot by McCarthy that gets blocked. Rafferty to it. He'll chip it back down the wall for Douglas. Douglas, he'll chip it further. It takes a weird bounce out in front, and Douglas, alertness by the goaltender. Wow, that, I don't know if that hit the rail or it bounced almost out in front of the net, Ab.
These boards are really active today. Even shots that have gone wide of Hunter have bounced all the way back out to the slot. So maybe teams should start looking.
You're going to score!
Ryan Douglas!
Ryan Douglas, maybe it was changing of the helmet, we don't know. But Ryan Douglas puts one home for Woodbridge off the turnover, and Woodbridge takes a 2-0 lead.
We've talked about him a lot, but I mean,
Abby, I'm sorry, but that second line, we talked about it in the opening, and bingo, there's a big one.
Constantly putting up pressure. That second goal is huge to make this game 2-0. Great
Abby,
goal.
that chip, that weird bounce off back behind the net, you know, it really hurt Brick. They could not get the puck out, and seemingly eventually Woodbridge able to create another turnover, and Ryan Douglas right there. I'm sorry, Abby, you were in the middle of saying something, and Ryan Douglas swooped in and put one in for Woodbridge.
I was actually talking about the boards and how, and maybe if teams should start using them to their advantage, seeming how bouncy, I guess, they've been. The puck just bounces off of them very, very hard.
There's some discussion at the Brick bench.
Not sure what it could be about. Looked like a pretty blatant goal.
Oh, I know what it was. I believe, Abby, they were maybe calling for a hand pass. And I believe the referee was saying maybe he punched it and didn't actually, I don't know. That was the gesture the official was making at the Brick bench.
Gotcha.
Not quite sure, but anyway, it's 2-0 Woodbridge here, and here's Walutz still with the pressure back to the point. Luco, he'll circle, looking. He'll hang on to it. Cross eyes. Oh, Godsill tried it one time.
Is there a new penalty, too?
Oh, yes, I believe there is. Yes. Good catch, Abby.
It almost seems like we were playing in a power play style.
Maybe that's what they were discussing. Here's a stuff attempt by Walutz.
Good wraparound there.
A lot going on here, Abby. Let's recap real quick. 10:19 to go, second period. Woodbridge up 2-0. Shots read 18-9 in favor of Woodbridge. There is another penalty on the board against Brick, and maybe that's what the Brick bench was complaining about. Maybe there was some kind of punch or something that I did not see, Abby.
Yeah, it could definitely be, because I personally thought that goal was pretty clean. And even, I know you mentioned the hand pass. I didn't really see anything.
That's probably what they were complaining about is the penalty.
Yeah. It's never good to have a penalty right after a goal, too.
No, this is a big kill for Brick here. And this is Jason Toy. Jake Toy. Sorry, I apologize.
It's very close, very close.
And he'll try to clear it down. Can't do it, and Godsill will pick it back up.
Slashes there, too.
Through the neutral zone. Godsill around one. Brick defender has lost his stick. This is big. If he's a defender, see if a forward gives him a stick. He has no stick still. Two forwards should notice that. Give him a stick. Shot towards the net. Goes wide. Here's Ariel back behind the net. Dances around one. Nice move. Back to the point. Pochalopic fires, blocked. Deflected wide. Here's Ariel back behind the net on his backhand.
Still no stick?
Still no stick. I don't know. I don't know why a forward does not give him a stick. This one put towards the net. Woodbridge should work that side of the rink.
Wally absolutely walking one of the Brick defenders behind the net. I think it might have been the kid without the stick, actually.
One-timer by Luco, fired wide, and Godsill couldn't keep it in. And that's a free clear for Brick. And player without the stick can get off, and Brick will
have 4 players back on the ice.
I think that just goes to show these boards. Like, I mean, great shot by Luco nonetheless, but the fact that that's going all the way down the ice is pretty insane.
They always say you can't miss, you know, on the power play, you can't miss it far post because it will be a free clear, basically, and that's what we saw there. Here's Walutz now. Luco on the half wall.
Penalty's
over. There's Godsill scores! Dylan Godsill makes it 3-0 for Woodbridge, and that is an even strength goal, Abby. As you said, the power play had ended, and he just snaps this one.
Absolutely beautiful shot by Dylan Godsill there. I think you heard the post. Went posting in, really nothing the goalie, Kevin Toy, could do about that one.
It's 3-0 Woodbridge now, and they've opened up the floodgates here at the start of the second period. 8:46 to go, second period, and Godsill rips one home there. So we've got goals by Luco, Douglas, and now Godsill here in the second period for Woodbridge. And boy, has this game taken a turn here in the second period, Abby.
The floodgates have really opened for Woodbridge here, but like we said, whoever gets the first goal, that's huge because the momentum just keeps coming.
And Walutz now with the puck, moving in for Woodbridge. He'll put one towards the net, saved by the goaltender. He'll hang
let
up.
it play?
Yep, let him play. Stick went flying back behind the net. Brick player lost his stick. Nice play by
defensive play there by Ryan Douglas. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Okay, that's okay. Ryan Douglas takes a hard hit in the neutrals. Another hit. Rafferty goes down. Right back to his skates, and now Brick look to break out, and look out, there's a big hit by Chris Walutz.
Brick definitely not letting up with their physicality, but Woodbridge is right back at them to serve a hit.
And this game now definitely getting scrambly here through the neutral zone. Here comes Brick back in. Shot towards the net, goes over Galgani, back behind the net. Now Woodbridge looks to clear it up, Rafferty, and he'll lose it, and here's Oblowski up ahead for Rennie. And that goes through a bunch of players.
No ice?
Nope, no icing. Don't see any arms up. Back into the Brick end. Brick now look on the near side. They'll look to clear it up. And here's a breakout now. Oh, they lose it in the neutral zone.
Great
Rafferty.
back check there by Braden Rafferty to stop that.
Two big players collide, trying to hit Ryan Luco. 2 Brick players collided with each other very hard. And this one is kept in by Luco at the point. This game is getting very wild right now, Abby. Luco takes a run at a player in the corner. Now Rafferty takes a hit at a player.
This game has really taken a turn in pretty much an instant.
And Woodbridge has to keep their heads here. I know they're up 3-0, but they got to, this one's up into the netting here right in front of us. And then we get a whistle. And, yeah, they have to keep their heads here. They're up 3-0. Don't be running around taking hits. Now players jawing at one another in front of us.
You can see how shifty Ryan Luco is there. Avoids a hit and makes 2 Brick players collide with each other.
Woodbridge definitely has some pep in their step now with this 3-0 lead here in the second. 7:14 to go. Face-off just outside the Brick end. And Brick's got to keep their heads too. They can ill afford to take another penalty at this point in the game.
100%.
And here's a pass ahead, can't connect. Ariel will take it forward. Woodbridge tries to make a move, loses it.
Someone has to get in the middle for Woodbridge here to cover the Brick players.
That's a nice play to get back by Ariel after he gave it away briefly. And now Brick now controlling back behind the net. Number 12 with it for Brick.
That's Aiden Roselle.
Back to the point. Here's a shot towards the net. That one, I don't think it made it to Galgani, but deflected to the corner. Now Brick still with a puck.
Ooh.
And they lose it, and here comes Luco with a full head of steam down the right wing side. Dipsy Doodles. Here's Pochalopek cross, looking for Godsill, but it kind of went off Luco's stick, and now this one's picked off.
Great interception there by Brendan Arrow. Needs to wait for Luco to get back on side, but enters his zone.
Ariel all over the ice here today. As a centering feed goes off the goaltender, and now nice play by the Brick player to dive and get it out of the zone momentarily. It's chipped back in, and now Brick D-to-D. They'll start back up and just chip this one deep, and they'll look to make a change, and they do. Back for it. Aiden McCarthy, number 89 for Woodbridge. There's a long feed looking for Godsill. Nice lift of the stick. Here's Luco in. Luco, and again,
another
two Brick players trying to hit Ryan Luco basically ran into each other.
At some point, there needs to
Oh
be a
boy,
sign, and that's
and
going
there's
to
a
be a trip.
penalty. Yep, there's a penalty. You saw that one coming, Abby, as Ariel was coming in looking to make the hit. The player sidestepped him, and number 2, who's that for Brick there?
Donovan.
I'll attempt this one, Abby. Ian Arone. I hope I'm saying that correctly, but
I would give the same pronunciation there.
that was the player that was tripped up for Brick, and this will be Brick's second power play. And this is a big power play right here, Abby, for Brick.
We see that heavily talked about player, Jake Toy, again out on the power play. Seems like he's out on the power play and penalty kills.
This is a big one, and with the score 3-0, 5:42 to go in the second, Brick will get their second chance with the man advantage. Back down low. Here's, nice move in front. Oh, great save by Galgani. And I don't know, players going down all over the place, Abby, but Galgani on his butt. He made that save there, and he's still down. He's slowly getting up. Seems to be okay, but there's a good chance there as Toy walking in. Walked around the defender and got a good chance. And this one's cleared all the way down the river. Brick goaltender comes out to stop it. 1:42 to go in this Brick power play as they'll set up back behind their net, and they'll start the breakout. Up ahead, this is Peter Morris with it for Brick. They'll go ahead to Aiden Roselle. A couple players fall down. Here comes Rennie.
And Pat Rennie.
Rennie moves in. Shot! Patrick Rennie with a goal for Woodbridge, short-handed. And Woodbridge now leads 4-0. Abby?
It's a big goal for sure.
Once again, players from that second line proving to be big for Woodbridge.
I think is that their second goal?
Yes, we have Ryan Douglas with one, and now Rennie.
So pretty much evenly splitting with the
It is, if they can roll the top 6 forwards here, and that's a backbreaker there when you get a shorty like that. And now Brick trail 4-0. They still have 1:23 to go on their power play.
Great aggressive play from Woodbridge on the penalty kill there. Pat even had Braden Rafferty to his right or left, I believe. So it was pretty much a 2-on-0. Decides to take a shot, and that's obviously the right decision because he scores on.
There's a shot towards the net.
Great save there
by Jake Toy. Galgani able to see it and glove it and get the whistle. 4:48 to go, second period. 1:04 to go in this Brick power play. Shots read 21-13 in favor of Woodbridge, and 4-0 on the big board here.
We always talk about these big saves by Hunter Galgani, especially when Woodbridge has its lead, and it's a pretty close game still, so he's coming up big for them continuously.
Brick now trying to go on the far side right in front of their bench. This is number 16, Peter Morris. Long shot goes wide off the glass, and Woodbridge able to chip it ahead. Here's Luco, and number 16, Morris, ran into him, stopping him from getting another shorthanded bid there, and now Brick looks to move it ahead with 39 to go in their power play.
Yeah, that was a huge play by Morris there, because if he didn't get Luco there, he would have been off to the races. No trip there.
And here's number 17. This is Thomas Johnston moving in. Shot just over the net of Hunter Galgani now, and this one up into the netting. We get a stoppage. 4:07 to go. Second period. 23 seconds to go in this Brick power play. Not much going on, Abby, on this power play for Brick thus far.
You can see a little commotion on the Brick bench over there, players talking to other players. That fourth goal, especially being shorthanded, definitely took a toll on not their play, but just what we've been seeing.
Probably more their psyche than anything. That's a tough one there. Especially, again, like I said, it started as Brick power play. If they would have got one there and made it 3-1, this could have been a different game. But there's another trip, and we have another penalty against Woodbridge as McCarthy makes the touch. And Brick will have not much of a two-man advantage, only 3 seconds left on the first one. But now another penalty. Brick will have their third power play here, and this draw will come back in the Woodbridge. And now, again, Brick with a huge chance here once again to get on the board.
Yeah, Woodbridge killing off another power play. Only a little under 4 minutes left in the period, so hopefully they can kill this one off and go into the third period with that 0 still up on the board.
Face off to the right of Galgani now. And the first one is over as Ariel's out of the box. Toy moves in, fans on it, now puts it wide. Back
Great
behind the net.
stick there by Aiden McCarthy to stop that pass to the Brick player right out in front.
Took the words out of my mouth. I was thinking the same thing, Abby. Here's Toy back at the point. He's got the big shot. Moves it across, shot towards the net, and Galgani able to see that easily. And now some extracurriculars after the whistle between Walutz and I believe that was number 4, Brody Acropolis for Brick. And it looks like Walutz, they're both going to go here.
Wallace just needs to get in the box and not make it worse for himself than it already is.
And, you know, once again, this game getting a little, I wouldn't say out of control, Abby, but definitely tension's running high right now at this point.
Especially since it's a win-or-go-home situation, so you know both teams are going to put it all out on the line.
Yep, that's a good point. Good point. So now, still a minute 40 to go in this Brick power play, and they win the draw back to the point. Moving in, this is number 21, that's Nick. Oh boy, that's a tough last name there. Baracuro. Once again, apologize if I'm getting that wrong.
Woodbridge gets the puck out. Dylan Gotso, great defensive play there. Luco throws a hit on Jake Toy.
And Jake Toy seemingly never leaving the ice for Brick. And now Brick, number 21, like I said, Baracuro moving in. Here's Toy on the half wall. Brick now looks to set up their power play. Pass is picked off briefly by Godstill, lost control, but there's Ariel once again. He'll move ahead shorthanded with Luco. Ariel goes to the net. Luco, pull and drag, around one, puts one towards the net, goes wide.
No penalty there again.
And Brick now moving in, and Ariel with a big hit in the neutral zone. Ariel all over the ice, and there's another hit. Luco goes down, and here's Ariel now.
Don't see that one much.
Here's Toy moving in. His shot is blocked. Another one towards the net. That's blocked.
Great block by Aiden McCarthy there.
And loose in front.
Great stick by Brendan Arrow to stop that pass from getting to the slot.
He's slow to get up. I don't know if he's just wiped out from this shift or the puck hit him or what, but he is hunched over a little bit.
He's been all over the ice on this penalty kill.
Brick still with it with 18 to go in their power play. Back to the point. Fires towards the net. It's deflected by Ariel once again, and he's still hunched over, Abby, in front.
Oh, that's not a good sign for Woodbridge.
Especially down Zwiebel. They cannot ill afford to go down another D-man.
Much needed clearance there for Woodbridge.
And that'll do it on the power play as Brick unable to come up with anything there. And now with a minute 42 to go in the period, here's Rennie stealing it briefly, and they couldn't hook up. Pochalopic was headed towards the net, couldn't get it to him. Godsill now looks, and he'll put this one towards the net. A long, tricky shot. Right pad save by the goaltender.
Definitely what looked to be a routine save, but got deflected by the Brick defenseman and was not so easy.
Centering feed. Looking for number 12. That was Aiden Roselle. Can't connect. And now this is getting very scrambly here.
Yeah.
This one's put back in by Brick, winding around. Brick will get to it first on the far side. Looking to make a pass, and his shot is blocked by Poch.
Great shot block. That one's definitely going to leave a bruise.
Douglas moves it in. Douglas tries to get around the defender. It's sticked away to the corner. 52 to go in the period. Woodbridge with the puck in the corner is Douglas. Nice play. Down low, Rennie. Rennie takes a hit back behind the net. Douglas is there too, and Douglas is it's like a battering ram out there. Just hitting everything. And here's Oblowski ahead to Pochalopic. He'll just chip this one back in. The goaltender out to stop it for Brick.
30 seconds left in the period.
Cody
Good
Duturo
steal there by Dougie.
back for Brick, and Rafferty on the far side. Douglas chips it back down. Pochalopic out. Tried short side.
Sharp angle. We see Hubert loves those from behind the goal line shots there.
Hey, you never know. Put it at the net. Oblowski, good hustle to get all the way back for Woodbridge, and he'll chip this one in the neutral. It looked like he fanned on it a little bit. 7 seconds to go in the period, and Rafferty goes down. He'll go cross ice for Douglas with 2, and Brick will put this one towards the net. One last save by Galgani, and that'll do it for the second period with a score. Woodbridge 4, Brick 0. Shots read 23-16. So, you know, you look at the shots, Abby, and it's not that big of a gap there on the shot board, but on the scoreboard with Woodbridge with 4 big goals in that second period. Really, really getting to Brick there.
Yeah, after that first goal, it just seemed like it was all Woodbridge from there on out, pressuring the Brick defenseman and just getting shots on net.
I mean, you know, Woodbridge, a couple players really standing out. You know, Abby, you pointed out Brendan Ariel has been all over the ice in this game. And, you know, it's not always the players that put the puck in the back of the net, Abby, that really help you win games. And when you give an effort like what we've seen from Ariel here and Ryan Douglas. And
even Godsill has been making some huge defensive plays, especially on the penalty kill, to get this puck out and get a much-needed change for Woodbridge.
So no ice resurfacing here between the periods. We have 4 minutes to go in between periods, between the second and third. And what do you think Brick has to do here, Abby, to try and turn the momentum even slightly?
Yeah, even after those goals, it doesn't seem like Brick has let up, but just giving that extra 110% is what looks like needs to happen here for Brick, because Woodbridge is certainly not letting up even after those 4 goals, so they need to continue pushing, and maybe they'll get one, especially the physical aspect. You see they've started playing a little bit more physical, and I mean, no doubt that's definitely tiring out the Woodbridge players, which are also handing it right back to them, but they just can't let up at this point. And maybe if they get one, it'll just be all them from there on out. Just like you saw with Woodbridge, they got 1 goal and then they put 3 unanswered after that into the net. So Brick just has to keep on going.
Yep. All right, we'll be back momentarily for the start of the third period. Welcome, everybody, back to the community center. Getting ready for the start of this third period, where Woodbridge has the 4-0 lead heading into the third period over Brick Dragons. That was a wild and scrambly period of action. It seemed like the first period, Abby, it was a feeling out process between the two teams, but that period really opened up a lot.
I mean, not to say they looked flat, but essentially both teams looked a little flat out there. Not a lot going on, very nonchalant almost. Even on the power plays, we didn't see many ooh and ah chances that we like, or really quality. So that second period was definitely a complete 180 from the first.
Neither team, I think, wanting to make a mistake early on, but the floodgates opening for Woodbridge in that second period with 4 goals. We saw Luco, we saw Godsill, we saw Randy with a shorthanded goal, and Ryan Douglas all scoring for Woodbridge in that period.
Woodbridge has to stay on their toes here, especially since we saw what happened in the Manalapan game. Manalapan up 4-0. Woodbridge comes back, wins 8-6. Sorry.
That's a great point, Abby.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's ever etched in stone.
Yeah.
You know, you got to keep playing. And then, 15 minutes to go here.
Especially with what's on the line here, you win or you go home. So it's definitely going to be in the back of the minds of all the players' heads.
Brick's going to have to put their foot on the gas pedal for this third period. Luco trying to pick that one off, couldn't get it. And back behind the net now, Oblowski for Woodbridge. Sends it back behind the net. Walutz back to Oblowski. Now Oblowski playing catch with Walutz back behind the net. Walutz up ahead for Luco, off his stick. It bounces right back to him. It's like a magnet. The puck just comes to him.
I do want to point out, it's a big game when they have 3 refs here.
True. And this one, Oblowski puts towards the net. Stick save easily by the goaltender there. Pochalopic goes down back behind the net.
He might be hurt, or just shielding the puck there.
Here's Oblowski winding out. Here's a shot, top.
Sharp angle.
Oof, good save by the goaltender. Hugging the post, not coming off it. That was Kevin Toy with the save for Brick on the chance by Oblowski. 13:51 to go. Just start of the third period here. This face-off will remain in the Brick end.
Brendan Arrow's back out on the ice, which is a good sign, especially after we saw him hunching over at the end of that second period.
Yep, good pickup, Abby. He has been all over the ice for Woodbridge in this game. Brick now looking to break it. They've had a tough time breaking out of their end here in this game, I think, Abby.
Yeah, no, even on power plays for them.
Douglas, once again, throwing his weight around in the corner here. And Brick player headed to the bench. He's hurt. Here's Ariel towards the net, deflected
good
wide.
Hit there by, again, Douglas.
That's Tyler Oliveira headed to the bench very slowly for Brick, looking like he was hurt. Didn't see what happened to him. Let's hope he's okay. And back behind the net, here's Ariel, loses control of it. Toy was there for Brick, couldn't come up with it. Now it's loose again. Douglas trying to get it out, can't do it. Aiden McCarthy back behind the net. He'll wind it around the near side and try this way. Here's Rafferty with it, and he will send it up ahead for Rennie. Rennie chips this one in. Comes right back to him. A shot from a sharp angle. Very dangerous chance.
Definitely was not expecting Rennie to shoot it there, and I don't think the goalie was either.
That's a crazy chance there, and here's Ariel with the puck for Woodbridge, moving in very, very slowly. Cuts back along the near side now. Back down low, Rafferty. Rafferty loses it. 21 for Brick. That was Nick Barroquerio. Boy, I'm butchering that name, Abby.
It's all right. It's a long one.
And Brick now regains possession here in the neutral zone. They'll move in here. That's number 21.
Defender there.
Shot saved by Galgani.
Scary rebound there, but Wallace is able to pick it up and get it out to safety here for Godsill, who comes up the wing, passes it over to Luco.
There's Pochalopic across Godsill!
What a save by Jake Toy there!
I think that was the defenseman that got that one, Abby.
Yeah, that's the brother Jake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Kevin Toy saved out by his brother there, Jake Toy.
They'll thank one another for that. But what a setup by
incredible.
Pochalopic, looking for Godsill once again. He had an open net.
Really did nothing wrong on that, too. You don't expect that stick to come out of nowhere. Good save there by Hunter Galgani.
You could hear that pad save all the way up here, very loud.
Uh-oh.
And there's a trip, and I don't see an arm up. And Woodbridge break back the other way. Here's Luco, 3-on-2. Pochalopic, Godsill moves in. Luco, shot just wide. The rebound goes to Godsill, back behind the net, and Brick will regain there. Chip it up the far side. Toy trying to.
Puck is bouncing around all over the place there.
Godsill regains. Back behind the net, stolen from him, and now Toy will send this one down the river, and this will be an icing on Brick. 10:56 to go in the third period. Woodbridge still holding on to that 4-0 lead.
Definitely a lot happening in this game.
Woodbridge really trying. I'm sorry, Abby.
No, you're good.
Woodbridge, really a couple good chances there, really looking to put this one away here.
Even on the other end, there was a couple of Brick chances that Hunter Galgani had to come up big and make that save.
Here's McCarthy. Couldn't keep it in for Woodbridge, and now it's right in front of the Brick bench. A couple players wielding their sticks there a little wildly. Now, here comes Brick back through the neutral zone. Stolen by Rennie. Kept in. Here's Douglas. Moves in. Douglas takes a big hit.
A little high if you... here comes number 16 along the boards for Brick. Good shot off of Hunter, but great glove save, no rebound. No whistles. Oh, never mind. Whistle's blown, so there's going to be a face-off in the Woodbridge end.
That was a big hit there on Ryan Douglas.
Thought his hands came up a little high, but
Well, you know what, Abby, on that play, it looked like he knew he was going to take the hit and was trying to make the play anyway.
Yeah.
So nice job by him, and he's another one that's been all over the ice here for Woodbridge today.
Sacrificing the body is going to be big, especially since, Brick is going to play a little more physical. And it seems like Woodbridge's whole strategy here in the third period is to contain Brick as much as they can, just get the puck deep, like we see there with Ryan Douglas.
Yeah, just kicking it down the ice. That's a great play. Make them come the length of the rink. I mean, that's just a smart strategy.
Again, Aiden McCarthy dumping the puck. As long as you're over the red line, the coaches are probably telling you to dump that puck, get as deep as you can, and just keep it in the zone for as long as you can.
And here's Rafferty on the forecheck, and there's Rennie with the puck for Woodbridge. He steals it back to the point. Ariel between his legs to McCarthy. Puts one towards the net's blocked, and now this one just sifted back out where Ariel will regain for Woodbridge, and he'll chip this in. Now there goes Ariel again. And on the forecheck, can't get to it. Rennie over there chips it back for Luco, and Luco will be unable to hold this one in. And he'll slide it back for Walutz. Walutz now to Luco. Through the neutral zone. Luco with speed. Comes in, fakes a shot, pull and drag around one. Couldn't get around another one. There's a save in front.
Almost tries that no-move shot there, and it almost works, but Kevin Toy was alert and was able to stop that one.
Good save there, and here's Toy moving in, number 24, Brick. Long shot, just whistles wide, and he definitely could shoot the puck. And Ariel now for Woodbridge up ahead.
Long pass.
That'll go down. Oh, no, it's deflected.
Godso, I think, got his stick on it, but wasn't able to catch the puck.
Brick now trying to get this one out. Back to Oblowski. Fires one, deflected, goes down and wide. And now Brick looks to break back the other way. They give the puck away. Here's Pochalopic. He'll just send it back in. And the clock keeps going tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, Brick has really got to get a move on if they want to attempt to tie up this game.
This is what Woodbridge wants, that clock to keep moving, stay out of the box.
Good move there by number 4, Brick.
And here's a centering feed is blocked. Another one towards the net, and Galgani will gobble this one up for the whistle with 8:11 to go in the third. Woodbridge still ahead 4-0. And now we have some extracurriculars center ice. A couple of players along with Godsill.
Looks like they're only going to give Godsill a penalty here. I don't think the Woodbridge coach is very happy about that one.
No, they were back behind the play, and I didn't see what happened, Abby. I was watching the play, and coaches for Woodbridge,
4 minutes, I think, too.
Very adamant. I didn't see what happened, and there's no replay for us to see, but nonetheless, Godsill heads to the box for Woodbridge, and Brick will get a power play out of this, and not happy on the Woodbridge side about that penalty call is Dylan Godsill.
Sorry, like you said before, Woodbridge has got to make sure they keep their heads there, and they don't want to give Brick any momentum. So.
Yep, 4 minutes on the board, Abby, you're correct. So whatever it was, the referees deemed it not your normal minor.
That's going to be for half the time left in this game, too, which is not great for Woodbridge.
There's a shot from the point. Great pad save by Galgani, looking around some traffic in front. Brick now looking to set up this power play in the Woodbridge end. That's number 4. That's Brody Acropolis with the puck for Brick. Number
Here
22, Logan Donnelly couldn't keep it in. Oh, big hit by Logan Donnelly in the neutral zone on Luco.
Jeez. I don't know how neither one of those players went down.
Luco, very low to the ground, as we talked about earlier. He can absorb hits
and that
well.
Puck comes out of the zone here.
Logan Donnelly unable to keep it in for Brick, and now he'll move back in. Pochalopic on him, shoves him down. Brick still with a puck. Number 4, Brody Acropolis. Shot goes high and wide, and here's Luco.
Luco gets a handle on it and passes it over to Huber Pochalopic.
He's got Godsill. Oh, just ahead of the play was Luco breaking to the net. And now Huber Pochalopic saying something. And now the Brick Woodbridge players, a little chirping back and forth. A little chirping never hurt nobody, right, Ab?
Nope. 2 big guys going after it, too. Huber's definitely over 6 foot, and Jake Toy, too. So that's a good battle.
As long as nobody's getting hurt, a little chirping. A little chirping going on here between
getting into it, too.
The two teams. 3:02 to go in this power play. And Pochalopic takes a man down right in front of the Woodbridge bench. And McCarthy trying to get to it, and he'll fire it down the river.
More talking over there by Huber Pochalopic.
Yeah, Abby, you better keep an eye on the play. I'll try to watch the puck, and you keep an eye on what's going on behind the play.
Will do.
Because it seems to be a lot of that stuff going on right now. Here's Toy moving in for Brick. Ariel on him. Tries to throw a hit. Misses. And here comes Luco back with it.
Over to Pochalopic.
He comes in, Pochalopic with the C on his sweater for Woodbridge. Tries to center it there and fanned on it. Now
big hit there by Luco to get the puck off of that Brick defenseman.
And he'll send it back the other way, but Brick there, that's Aiden Roselle, and he is slammed to the boards by McCarthy. Roselle comes away with it, though, for Brick.
Aiden versus Aiden there.
And there's a big hit in the corner, Brendan Ariel, Luco.
Hits just being thrown around out here.
Here comes Braden Ariel on the forecheck.
Great pass there by Kevin Toy.
Swings it ahead. Now McCarthy chips it ahead on the back here. Here's Rafferty trying to get to it. Well, it'll sail to the corner. Rafferty now.
Hold it.
Yep, he's going to try and kill some time on this power play. 1:45 and ticking in the Brick power play. 5:53 to go on the board. Still 4-0 Woodbridge. Here comes Brick moving through it as Toy. Number 20 for Brick. Moves in, snaps one, and he scores.
That's exactly what you don't want to do if you're Woodbridge.
That's a quick release there. The puck went along the ice, Abby. That was a tough save for Hunter, and they do score on the power play.
Good thing is, though, it's in the second half of the 4-minute penalty, so Dylan will be able to come out of the box there.
Yep. So it's 4-1 now as Brick gets on the board here with 5:44 to go in the third. And
here comes Brick again.
Brick again, number 2, Fanning left the puck behind. Rafferty now tries to move in and get it. Walutz will get it. Chips it up the near side, kept in at the point, shot off the glove of Walski, and now loose at the side of the net. Woodbridge, so let's continue to play here. 5:29 to go in the third. Here's Rafferty.
Definitely a lot of time.
Yep. And Rennie will chip this one in to the left of the goaltender Toy. Here's Rafferty in after it. Rennie's there to help him, and as is Douglas. This line has been very good for Woodbridge. And Brick will regain. Back behind the net, and they'll look to break out. Fanned on. Here's Douglas towards the net. Rafferty heading there. Gets a stick knocked out of his hands. We've seen a lot of players lose sticks today.
Yeah, Wally tries walking in there, but gets taken away by the Brick defenseman.
Nice play by Douglas to pick up for Wally there. And this one's chipped out back to the neutral zone.
Don't know what that gets caught on.
And Brick now will send this one softly to the right of Galgani. Here's Walutz up ahead for Rennie. He chips it ahead for Rafferty. Rafferty through the neutral zone. Moving in, he'll chip and go get it. Back behind the net, goaltender swings it back on the near side. Back to the point, Walutz shoots one just wide.
It's a deflection there.
Douglas will get to it first for Woodbridge. He'll look, he'll circle. Douglas moving in. Little move towards the front, a backhand pass between the legs by Rennie looking for Rafferty. Abby, I heard you getting excited. That would have been...
That one was crazy. Douglas just seems to get past that every single Brick defenseman that was in his way there.
There's a long outlet pass for Toy.
Too many on the ice for Woodbridge, but I think they're able to get him off in time.
Here's Toy, circles, shot, stick save, Galgani. And this one back to the point. And kept in by Brick, back behind the net. Walutz with 3:51 to go in the game. 4-1. Woodbridge still with the lead. Rennie backhands it up ahead for Pochalopic. Kicks it up to his stick. He's got Luco with him. Pochalopic drops for Luco. Luco cross for Pochalopic. He couldn't get the one-timer in his skates. Back for Luco. Back behind the net. Luco back for Pochalopic. He centers looking for Luco. Couldn't connect. Now on the far side.
Battling on the boards over there between Luco and number 16, I believe, Peter Morris.
Here's Toy with a long shot into the glove of Galgani, and he'll hang on for the whistle. 3:21 to go in the game. Woodbridge with a 4-1 lead here.
I mean, shots are slowly evening out. It seems like that one goal definitely has the tensions rising a little bit.
Yep, shots read 26-24. Definitely not a big gap there.
Gets caught in the rough skate.
And here's Brick now with a puck down in the near corner. Here's Toy, nice little move, couldn't get by. Sends it back for Toy around the far side, number 20 for Brick. He'll look to make a play. He's got Luco on him and centers it. Nobody home, and Ariel will pick this one off for Woodbridge.
Don't play with it too much in the zone. Don't try to do too much this late in the game.
Yeah, just try to get it down. And like we talked about in that second period, just get it down and make them come to the length of the rink. Here's Pochalopic and Luco in on a forecheck. Third forward high, that was Godsill, but then he tried to break in to the slot, and he'll get tied up. Brick comes back through the neutral zone. Luco forward back. Here's a shot. Galgani missing that one going wide. Here's another centering pass.
That seems to be off too. Don't know if the refs will stop this or just fix it on the fly.
He's fixing it. Here's number 4 moves in. Shot.
Great
Good
save.
Here's another one. Shot. Save again. And now he pokes at the goaltender after the play. And now Woodbridge players taking exception to that.
That's another unwritten rule. Yep. Never touch the goaltender after they make a save.
Aiden Roselle for Brick coming in and taking a poke.
I think Dylan Godsel's going to go to the box, too, for protecting his goalie, which you don't see a lot, but...
probably more out of frustration there by Roselle, poking at the goaltender after the 2 big saves there by Galgani, and then a couple Woodbridge players coming to his defense there.
We'll say great saves by Hunter there, one after another, having to bail out his team.
So 2:21 to go, and shots are now 26-26 with those last 2 shots. And we get a break in the action here as 2 referees convening on the blue line right now, and they're probably discussing how do we keep this thing under control right now with 2:21 to go in a 4-1 hockey game.
I think Brick actually might have taken a timeout. Or one of the teams, I think, took a timeout.
So Brick, number 12 in the box. That's Roselle for Brick, and Godsill is in the box for Woodbridge. Those penalties should wash.
That does hurt, losing Godsill on your I guess not penalty kill, but even just with that first line.
Godsill playing very feisty here today, I must add. You know, that's his game sometimes. I mean, you know, Abby, you know this. If you've ever played hockey, you know sometimes things happen out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jake Toy on the ice again. Seems like he never comes off.
And Oblowski up ahead for Rennie, missing connection. And Brick now will get it back in the neutral zone. Rafferty throws a hit right in front of his own bench. Brick.
Great stick there by Ryan Douglas to stop that pass from getting over to Jake Toy.
There's Toy, centers. There's another one centering, and this one is right at us, Abby. Maybe you could have saved that one.
I would have been ready for it if the netting wasn't here.
That one cleared up ahead. That means the draw will stay in the Woodbridge end to the left of or to the right of Galgani, I'm sorry. 1:59 to go. And the Woodbridge Colonia Kennedy fans feeling it right now with a 4-1 lead. Puck is down. This is Walutz, winds it around the boards and right to Douglas. Up ahead for Rennie. Here comes Rennie. Moving in, drops it for Rafferty. Rafferty moving in, shot, stick save. Rafferty will look to waste some time back behind the net. Douglas moves in to help him. He kicks it to the far corner, nobody there but Brick. And Brick will move ahead. It's number 21. That's Nick Barraquiro. His pass was broken up. And now Rennie flubs it a little bit on the backhand. And Brick playing with it here in the neutral zone. And Woodbridge giving it right back to him. A little game of tennis between the neutral zone right now. And there's a
no trip there.
No call. And no real complaints from the Brick bench at this point in a 4-1 game, I guess. 1:08 to go, Abby.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Second line definitely doing their job here, keeping Brick, containing them as much as they can. But here we have number 17 for Brick coming through the ice.
There's Toy. Long
Great
shot.
save by Hunter.
Gobbled up by Galgani with 56.7 to go. And fans really feeling it now here. 56.7 to go. With Woodbridge up 4-1, shots reading 27 apiece. And referee talking to Luco.
Less than a minute left here.
Gives him a little pat. Back to Toy. He fires one right into the midsection of Galgani. And he'll hang on for another draw.
Definitely not an easy save there.
Nope, Toy with a big shot. We know. We talked about that earlier. He has the Brick goal. Back to Toy again. And he'll backhand this one towards the net. Broken up by McCarthy, and Brick will chip this one back in. They'll have to touch back up on the delayed off. And now Luco for Woodbridge circles back with 40 to go in the game. Luco back behind his own net with speed. Inside, outside, moving. And he'll just chip this one in deep.
That's a trip. No trip there, I guess.
It goes up in the air, and no call there. And Brick comes right back in with 22 to go. Big hit on the far side by McCarthy.
There's a cross check to the back of the head. I think they're going to get him for that one.
That's a retaliatory penalty there, and a lot of players, once again.
19 seconds left. I will say Brick is leading in shots, which doesn't seem like that's been the momentum of the game here. But, I mean, you can just see how well Hunter Galgani has been playing and just keeping Woodbridge in the game.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like Brick should be out shooting Woodbridge, but what do we have here? And
penalties, so I think it's going to be all the way down.
All the way down, yep. So McCarthy throwing that big hit on the far side, and the Brick player was a little frustrated at that. Got caught. You always seem to get caught for the retaliatory stuff, right, Abby?
Yeah.
So 19 seconds to go. Face-off comes all the way back down on the Brick end. And who do we have on here, Abby? No, we have Santaramo.
J.D. Brazola and Daniel Foley on the ice for the offense, and then Brendan Arrow and Aiden McCarthy for the defense.
And time winding down here. Long shot goes wide, and that will do it as Woodbridge will move on in the States, as they will take this one by the final count of 4-1 over the Brick Dragons here. A nice win, and that second period really was the big turning point of the game, Abby.
Great game, well fought by both teams. Brick never gave up, even going down 4-0, and Woodbridge continues to just prove what they're made of here. Even when the competition gets tougher, they still prevail. So excited to see what this next round of states holds for them.
Yes, that's right. And I believe, Abby, you said it was Wednesday. Is that correct?
I'm actually not sure. I think
we don't want to give false information out there, but they do move on to the next round as the two teams line up for the handshakes here. Going through the handshake lines, and Woodbridge seemingly having to go through, I don't know, 8 coaches, Abby?
Yeah, about that, I wouldn't be surprised, but glad to see there's no altercations like there was last week in the handshake line.
That's right. So, Woodbridge taking this one by the final score of 4-1. We thank all of you for watching. Abby, it was a pleasure once again doing the game.
You as well.
And we'll see everybody next time.